Thanks for coming, everybody. It is a beautiful day, so I appreciate you being here. Want to thank Politics and Prose. I am all about, let there be no mistake, I am all about indie bookstores. They are the bomb. Please spend as much money as you can here. And no, seriously, as like a first-time author, Amazon isn't going to help me, man. You know, like, these guys don't care, but it's places like this that help find new people who aren't necessarily going to make them that much money off the bat, but we're going to try and make a lot of money anyway. So thank you to Politics and Prose. They've also been really good to my dad, acclaimed author David O. Stewart. You know, there's nothing like a Christmas suite of the whole Stewart set. So,
yes.
I also want to thank my parents. I'm not home as much as I probably should be, and they've been really, really awesome and helped set this up and this weekend. And I really thank you guys. So let's get with my parents. Okay. So yeah, that was a pretty good summary. I don't really have a whole ton to add there. It's loosely structured in the historical French Revolution. It's a San Francisco family saga, but there are some detours back here, because I grew up here. I'm from Garrett Park. Went to high school up in Rockville, Richmond Montgomery Rockets. You got a few in the crowd. Let's give it up. Yeah, so you know that could, you know, I had to give some shout outs, some love in the book to this area. It's just indelible. Let's see. So. What I was always fascinated by the French Revolution. It's such a ridiculous time in history. If we said today, we're gonna next year we're gonna chop off Barack Obama's head in the mall and everybody's gonna be cheering, you'd be like, probably not, right? Like, that's unlikely. But that's exactly what happened in France. You know, they went out, they were unhappy. It was like the Tea Party of their time, and they went out and they took the king and the queen, and they chopped off their heads, and that was it. So fascinating, just the absurdity of it. I was like, I can't believe that really happened, right? It's pretty unbelievable. So that kind of gives you some license to be interesting and zany, which is always fun. And then also, I've always loved the idea, if any Richmond Montgomery Rockets here, I know there are, we talked about this idea in high school of this pendulum swinging back and forth, right? So you have extreme monarchy, right? You got the unfeeling king and the queen, and then you've got this crazy rabble in the streets, it's chaotic, and then you go back to like this dictator Napoleon, and then there's this big war, and the end, Waterloo, and you kind of have France at the end to kind of establish a lot of their principles and identity. And I love that just process of kind of lurching around until you find yourself and who you are. It's Hegelian dialectic for those of you philosophically inclined. So I tried to play within that structure between a San